Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Dior, and this is Library Ruina. I wasn't planning on recording this, but I went and clicked on invitations, and it said, "Hey, general invitations are now available." And I was like, "Oh, that's not good, because you're going to give me tutorials." And it does, so I'm not able to exit. So I'm going to go ahead and read through this and get that going, I guess. And I guess I'll be doing a third video. Anyway, sending general invitations. In the case of general invitations, the types of guests that take interest will depend on the value of the books you register. General invitations are sent to unimportant guests who won't lead the plot. However, they can be resources to help grow the library. Take the following steps, 1 and 2 below, to send a general invitation. Choose any books you to register as your books of the day by clicking on an empty register book slot. It can be any amount / grade. Note, putting in a combination of books that is used for a read invitation, story characters, will invite the matching guest instead. Alright, and then you, of course, hit send. Okay. So there's the urban myth that we did. And then there's the hooks. And then, of course, we have this, which requires Book of Tan. Alright, well, let's go ahead and just dive into this, shall we? I'm going to go ahead and burn books, because we have books. So, a couple of these, a few of those, a couple of those, and a bunch of these. And we can go ahead and burn that while we're at it as well. Okie dokie, so we got McCullen. Upon defeating an enemy, gain 1 strength. Same thing for all of them. Got another Mo page. And then we got a general, just generic hook office fixer. Alright, everything else we've kind of encountered already. Yeah, I believe everything we've encountered. I'm just checking. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the library real quick. So I did do some changes. Gave some Toho names to some characters. So we now have Alice instead of Eugene, and instead of I don't remember the guy's name, but we now have Kogosa. You do have the option to hide any battle symbols, and I went ahead and did that just so they can, be a little bit more distinct instead of wearing that freaking cloth hoodie thing or whatever it is. Since Roland has the Pied Piper, which gives +1 HP, I went ahead and equipped the Ironclad Brother. Which, by the way, to get this, you just got to get paralyzed 3 times in a battle during a Brotherhood of Iron encounter. So we kind of got that going for us. Anyway, that takes care of that. That kind of. Let's see. This is Mo's page. Yeah, it's fine. Anything special for Kogosa? Yeah, I'm okay with those. And then, of course, we got Yasad, so we need to get Yasad something. So let's swap him out. Or swap his stuff out for something new. Don't have any spare young pages. Might go Eerie. Unfortunately, we don't have the other character yet. That's okay. Yeah, let's do Eerie. We'll equip it. Dodge and strike. Grab ourselves some endures. Couple cut harvestings. Yeah, those seem to be okay. And just a few rampages. We'll drop one of the rampages for... the dirty blow. Alright, that seems like something. Okay. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and just do an invitation. Oh, actually, before we do any of that, we got some more, books. A Hook Office Fixer, page 1. Back when we were still part of the Killer Syndicate, we got a client asking us to hunt some Cray Syndicate. They were shaking like a drenched rat as they came in. I suppose they were scared of places like this. They asked us to catch the wicked criminals kidnapping people in the parts of the streets they live in. We had one question though. It's nice that you're giving us a job, but why ask a syndicate like ours instead of going to the Zoo or other offices that are better suited for handling public safety issues? And they said they did try to request an office at first with the money raised by their neighbors, but then the office asked for a ridiculous sum of money, claiming that there's much preparation they need to take before they can uproot a whole syndicate. Poor fellow begged for help, but the office personnel didn't even flinch. Well, money is the only thing that gets fixtures moving, so that's understandable. And I think their friend recommended us to them while they were looking for another way, if I remember it right. Introduced us as a trustworthy syndicate, so they came all the way to our hideout. Trustworthy syndicate. It's a shame, really. I can still remember the client's head staring daggers at me hanging from the top of a power pole. The syndicate paid us more cash. What could I do about it? We don't write official contracts or anything, so the highest bidder gets our favor. No use glaring at me like that, pal. We were told by our new client to hang their head and guts out in the streets to make an example of them. Those sick fucks didn't even use some kind of singularity to keep him alive. Poor bastard. Should have requested an office in the first place. Or in the first place somehow. McCullen. It's not entirely possible for a syndicate member to engage in fixer work or vice versa. It's a pretty common occurrence, actually. If you have the skills to back yourself up, multiple organizations will make sweet offers to recruit you. What matters most here is the relationships you built. Your fate depends on the things you've done, or karma in other words. We didn't start out as fixers at the beginning. No, we were in fact part of a homicidal syndicate. Just see how intimidating we look. We used to be murder for hire in District 23. It was a small syndicate ran by Naoki, I, and a few others, but our influence started to expand bit by bit since the young and talented Tan joined us. Our current boss was originally the representative of an office we raided. They visited us once. They heard that we shredded their fixers brutally and hung their ragged corpses on the streets like scarecrows. Said they'll need people like us. I thought they were just freaky with weird tastes, but looking back, now I get why they chose us. It's a strategy. Each office does all kinds of sensational stunts to attract the attention of potential clients in this oversaturated market. They hold radical events such as pay for one request, get one free, or group weapons into different grades and offer a free exchange for one of their most expensive ones, and the gullible clients fall for it. They don't know how much more that 1+1 deal actually costs, or how it has limitations on the grades of requests you can make. They don't bother looking up to check if the top grade weapons are in fact used ones. Seems our boss didn't want to add lies to this industry that's already full of filthy schemes, but they still had to catch people's eyes somehow. And this is the result. Hire guys like us, and proudly advertise it. Pictures from a former killer syndicate will tear things up for you. You can count on us. Hang up a slogan like that, people get hooked up. If that suits if it suits their taste, that is. There's a huge variety of workshops, as diverse as syndicates and fixers are. Weapons need individuality to stand out in this day and age. Old-fashioned swords or guns won't stand a chance against modern weapons loaded with new technology, I bet. From cheap and common gear to bionic equipment like the one Tan's using, to equipment with ridiculous abilities that's almost indistinguishable from magic. Don't get too hyped, though. More options means you need to be more cautious about choosing the right one for you. If you had the time and money, you could buy them all and test them out at your leisure, but we have neither, do we? Don't just buy the things others recommend without doing your research, though. That's one of the stupidest things you could do. Might fit them, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you'll have a good time with it. Still confident that you can wield them well? Get real, buddy. Workshop equipment is not your average weaponry. So, before you choose your weapon, observe others carefully. See if any workshop products might suit you. Having keen eyes is all part of our skills. Guess why people choose us and our office out of all the tough fixers out there. Feel like I was given a tutorial. Alright, invitations. So, got some new stuff up above. We can also try to grind out some books, but I'm probably going to do that off screen if I need to. So for right now, let's see what we got for us. So we need a Book of Tan, which we do have one. And we'll see what happens. Chances are we're going up a tier, so I'm not sure what's going to happen.
이것도 아니고 저것도 아니야. 이거다 싶은 게 없어.
Chef de Cuisine Pierre. And this location is Pierre's Bistro.
아이, 피에르. 이번에는 싱싱한 녀석들로 가져와 봤어.
That's Jack, a Pierre sous chef.
상처가 좀 심하긴 해도 아직 살아있긴 해.
And I'm pretty sure they're cooking people.
뭐야? 신메뉴 개발이 한차인가 보네.
어서 오지. 요즘에는 메뉴도 메뉴인데 재료가 부족해. 그래도 잭 덕분에 당장은 걱정 없겠지만 말이야.
어쩐 일이야?
브레멘 음악대에서 더 이상 재료를 안 팔아주겠대.
그 괴짜들은 워낙에 변덕이 심하니까. 그럼 꿀꿀이네에선 뭐래?
거기도 마찬가지야. 결국 예전처럼 너랑 내가 직접 구해야겠어.
아쉽지만 늘 구하러 가던 곳은 막혔잖아. 그 뭐냐, 츠바이 협회가 치안 담당을 맡아버려서.
새로운 유통 경로를 뚫어봐야지. 이왕 하는 김에 새로운 재료들도 적극적으로 써보려고. 지금까지는 너무 말랑한 녀석들만 써왔으니까.
슬프다. 피에르가 해주던 찰떡 솜파이 맛있었는데.
아쉬워도 어쩔 수 없어. 브레멘 음악대든 꿀꿀이네든 질 좋은 고기를 주던 거래처들이 등을 돌렸으니 아무리 좋은 메뉴를 만들어도 미식가들에게 점수 따기엔 재료에서 경쟁력이 떨어져.
피에르는 파린의 셰프가 목표였지?
맞아. 파린의 셰프야말로 빛나는 도시의 별이지. 모두에게 늘 아찔하고 자극적인 맛을 선물하잖아.
새로운 재료라면 어떤 걸 시도해보게. 고기가 흐물거리긴 해도 나이가 있는 재료들이 구하기 쉬울 텐데. 호불호가 갈리지만 좋아하는 사람도 있긴 하니까.
난 그런 적당히 타협하는 어줍지 않은 식당들과는 다른 맛을 추구할 거야. 도서관이라고 들어봤어? 그곳에 인간이 아닌 것들이 있다네? 아직은 도시 괴담일 뿐이지만 외곽이 아니고서야 괴물고긴 얻기 힘들잖아.
오, 그건 좀 기대되는데.
그렇지? 안 그래도 도서관에 초대장이란 것을 받아둔 게 있거든? 미식가 녀석들에게 파리네 셰프 못지않은 자극적이고 신선한 맛을 선사해주겠어. 그러니까 잭, 너는 나만 믿고 따라오면 된다고.
그럼 오늘 가져온 이 재료들은 어떡할까?
그 녀석들은 미리 잼으로 만들어두자. 산채로 담글 거니까 마취제랑 억제기 달아놓고 반죽기에 넣어둬.
고기잼 좋지.
네가 좋아할 줄 알았다니까. 아, 전에도 말했지만 머리부터 넣지 말고 다리부터 넣어둬. 안 그러면 마취제나 억제기를 달아둔 이유가 없으니까. 바로 죽어버리면 맛이 안 난다고.
뒷골목에서는 인간을 먹나 봐.
Well, she definitely loves her work. It's also at least something different from the usual fixers.
그런 악취미를 가진 미친 변태들이 꽤 있지. 그렇지만 아무리 뒷골목 사람이라도 인육을 먹고 다닌다고 절대 당당하게 말할 순 없어. 오히려 돈 좀 있는 녀석들이 사람 고기를 찾지. 하지만 23구 뒷골목에선 일반적이야. 수단과 방법을 가리지 않고 쿵국의 만만을 추구하는 곳이니까.
뒷골목마다 다른 점이 있나 보네.
관할 둥지와 날개가 정한 방침에 따른다고 보면 돼. 그래봤자 대부분의 뒷골목은 방치되고 있지.
인간 고기는 특별히 더 맛있는 거야?
몰라. 먹어본 적도 없고 먹고 싶지도 않아. 저기서 구해오는 재료들은 전부 멀쩡한 사람들 납치해서 바로 요리하는 거라고. 미식가들은 그 잔혹함까지 조미료라 생각하며 먹는 것 같지만 게다가 살아있는 채로 고통스럽게 요리될수록 맛있다나 봐.
인간이 인간에게 먹히는 꼴이라니.
이 냄새는 새로운 냄새야.
썩 좋아하는 냄새는 아닌데.
잭, 오히려 이런 낯선 곳에서 새로운 맛이 태어나는 거라고.
네가 그렇다면야.
환영합니다, 손님. 전 이곳 도서관의 관장이자 사서인 엔젤라입니다.
와우! 겉이 번지르르한 이런 최상급의 재료가.
분명 겉보기에는 신선해 보이는 최상급 재료지만 피에르,
알아, 아쉽지만 사람은 아니군.
I can tell.
하지만 오히려 그래서 더 기대돼. 넌 무슨 맛일까?
저를 어떻게 하실 수는 없답니다.
그건 해보기 전에 모르지.
참아, 잭. 품위를 지켜야지. 우리를 이 멋진 곳에 초대해주신 분이잖아?
신뢰를 범해서 죄송합니다.
저희를 초대해주신 엔젤라님, 입장해도 되겠습니까?
부디 당신의 책을 찾으실 수 있기를.
Alright, just straight into the combat. 35 health, 18 stagger resistance. Recovers 10% HP upon defeating an enemy, max 12. Thirst 3 to 4 damage and does bleed. It's not bad for a 0 cost. Gradient Hunt. Bound. Lower all speed values by X. Okay, so it's the opposite of haste. Alright, so bleed, a little bit of slow, and some self-recovery. Extremely vulnerable to blunt as far as damage is concerned. Otherwise it's piercing for the stagger. Mercy rations. Recover 2 HP at the start of each scene. That's interesting. Paralysis. Recover HP based off the bleed. Okay. 1 to 12 dodge. Okay. I don't exactly want to send you Assad for this. I think Malkuth and Kagosa could probably handle this. Then again, they're not exactly the best at it, but they might be okay. But I think I want to go ahead and try this, so I'll give it a shot. Let's begin. Alright, they're definitely faster. And they're not even speaking. Okay. So this guy's just gonna keep healing. So I might just focus down Pierre and just see what happens. And yeah, they're going faster. Okay. You're going okay, and they're both ganging up on the same target. Cooking prep. So 3 attacks. Alright, so we'll do endure. And hope the Art of Defense procs. It's only a 1 in 4 chance though. Let's do it that way. Just gang up on her. Yeah. There we go. Not quite a stagger. Did take some nasty hits there. But we did get paralysis and fragile on her. Okay. Just 1 attack, 3 to 4. And right now, bounce. Oh yeah, that's our speed value being debuffed. Alright, well 3 to 4, I can easily deal with this with Commandeering. And then you're going to be going defense. Not much I can do about it. I'll just do this. She is supposed to get reduced by 3, so she might actually be okay. There you go. Stagger deflect. Alright. Okay. I'll give this to, I don't think it matters, it's only 1 battle. I'll put it on her, just in case things go really bad. Maybe I'll freely soar through the skies Ash one day. Okay, 4. I don't have any bleed stacks, so it's not going to help her recover. Not paralyzed anymore, so it's 2 to 6. We'll do struggle. And I'm just gonna peg ya. There we go. They actually have a lot of they have a lot of light. Alright, so now you're staggered. Let's see if I can win the trade here. Probably not. I'm just gonna finish you off. Oh, that sucks. Alright. Book of Pierre obtained. Alright, match light. So yeah, failed the evade, and evade doesn't reduce damage. It's an all or nothing thing. Alright. Step by step, burn into pitch black char. Alright. Nice. And dead. Alright, Book of Jack. Not bad. Alright, just Book of Jack, Book of Pierre.
오, 미친 놈들이야. 저런 녀석들하고는 상종 안 하는 게 좋지.
그래도 너보다 예의는 있던데.
여기서 어리숙한 사서님께 드리는 삶의 지식 하나.
Well-mannered cannibals.
뒷골목에서 예의 바른 놈을 만나면 무조건 튀어라. 정신 나간 녀석들이 모두 예의 바른 건 아니지만 예의 바른 녀석 중에 미친 놈들이 꽤 있다고.
그러면 예의랑은 상관없는 거 아니야?
자, 여기서 두 번째 지시. 미친 놈들은 언제나 일정한 비율로 존재하기 때문에 특정 기준으로 분별하는 건 의미가 없다.
개소리야.
All right, so into the Book of the Forsaken Murderer. No, not yet. But we do have the Book of Jack A, Book of Pierre now. So let's burn some books, shall we? Let's see what we get out of this. Alright. As expected, the Jack page, of course, has health regen. That's actually really nice. And then Pierre's page, of course, has health recovery on kills. Recover 10% upon defeating an enemy. So 10% right now would just be +4. Besides that... Oh, Backstreet Butcher, page 1 and 2. Deal +1 damage against enemies with bleed. Same thing for that one. Interesting. Three to 4 with 1 to 12 dodge. That's not bad. Yeah, so the catch about the can cook anything is it's a raw 4 roll, so you kind of have to play off your opponent's cards to actually get the advantage of the health recovery. Still, it's not too bad. So, tell you what, let's go talk to Yasad. Is there a way to just remove this? Thank you. So if we are going to do the fancy book, we'll need to be prepared. I'm thinking Jack, just for the health regen. Okay. And then with that, we can go. Alright, let's drop the I like to at least ensure I have at least one 0 cost. Just go all offense maybe? We'll see how that plays. I don't know what this abnormality entails, so it could be anything to be honest. So yeah, let's take a look here. So it'll be the Forsaken Murderer. Is that the one with the weird mask on their head? Or no, not weird mask. Well, yeah, it was a weird mask and like in a straight jacket. It might be that one. Give me one moment. Actually, this video has gone on quite a bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I'm the Depressed Hero, and this was Library of Ruina. See you guys next time.